Chico's Packard, 1938 Packard. He doesn't know I'm taking this. He's been working so hard on this week. This is probably the 5th film now. And he's going to get stuff so he can take the body off the frame. So there it is right now. And just back up a little bit, look around. There's the engine next to the trash. And there's the parts. He's going to put them up overhead in the garage until he gets to work on them so they're out of the way. And the seats. He's got a table to put all the parts on, which he's marked in the bag. This is the bag. And it says driver, side mount, something. Bit, top. I don't know what it is. But he's just really been working hard, and he's had this for so long. So he'll be pleased that. Look at, he's even got bags scattered all over the car. He knows how important it is to mark everything. So he's got a lot of work to do on this. It's in really tough shape. And so if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, I know he'll be glad to hear from you guys, any one of you that are Packard enthusiasts. All right, so thanks for watching, and everybody have a good one. Happy Packard fixing up her ring. Bye now.
Welcome to another installment of Chico's 1938 Packard. As you can see, the garage is still a mess because I had to complete the installation of the air compressor along with all its piping, you know, and I have it laid in such a way by the time the air gets to the output points, it's had plenty of time to cool. It has its dryer on there and filters and hoses. I got my blast cabinet installed along with, well, behind that thing you can see my sandblaster, which is going to be used on this monster right here. I mean, the frames on these old Packards are bigger than a modern F-150 or Chevrolet truck. I mean, look at this. It's like a tank. I originally put this body, you know, on these system I got here, if you want to call it that, of jury rigging. It doesn't move. I can't move it around. So today what I'm going to try to do is use this thing that I made out of $24 dollies from Harbor Freight. They have wheels on them, and you can adjust the height. And a few 2x8s from Home Depot put together, squared with plywood. We'll probably run 4x4s across to hold the thing up. At least I'll be able to move this thing around and get this thing out into the yard and sandblast it. Okay, as you can see, I got it kind of like half in. I got to continue moving it towards the rear. When I'm done with this, I simply unscrew it. It's all done with screws, and I'll take the plywood off. I'll put it out there in the yard and make a raised garden and put some tomatoes in there. I'll recycle everything because I hate to spend money on a one-time thing. So once we get that in there, we'll get rid of these horses. We'll get rid of those cinder blocks and everything else. And I'll try to like get it up there nice and snug. If it works, it'll be good because it's built in such a way I can raise it or lower it. And I have a large area underneath that I can get at the bottom while it's up there.
Chico's 1938 Packard. The restoration continues. It's been a while. But what he did was, and I'm going to walk over, here's the frame with stuff all over it. And he's got his compressor all installed, so he's ready to go. what he's just done, so he can move the body around, was he made a frame on wheels for that. You see those wheels? All right, and he took it off of the cinder blocks and put it on the wheels. And now I'm not sure what he's going to do with it, but now he can at least do what he wants with it.
So now it's portable, semi-portable. It's a little bit back heavy, so I built a jig of some kind or support in here to keep it from tilting.
I'm going to try and get to it
But,
around all the stuff, and we'll show you what I'm talking about.
It was built for about 100.5, so it's a cheap way out, I guess. And then
there's the support and the back end. All right, honey, go ahead.
so there it is. A few 2x8s, some trailer hitch. I don't even know what they call them. Jack, and you get 4 of them together. Put it together, and you got something that moves. And that's what I was after the whole while. The bricks will be gone, cinder blocks gone, and the horse is gone, and now we're going to start actually working on this puppy. Fine. Okay, that's it.
Here, I'm going to walk around this side. Hold on, I'm still moving. Whoa.
Don't worry, there's no insurance on it. It was an accident.
I'm not worth $1 million?
Sure. Why not? Of course, you know, it's labor intensive, but we get it moved. Well, the frame has been stripped of everything. All front end parts, rear end. And it's been lugged out here to the sandblasting area, which is just outside the garage. Well, I'm going to try my hand at sandblasting, and once I get it sandblasted, I'm going to lug it back in there, paint it up, and before any part gets put back on that frame, it's also going to be sandblasted and painted up. So it's going to look really good when it gets done and very functional. I'm really enjoying this project. You know, it's not a big packet. It's a packet 6. It's not going to be worth too much when it gets done, but this is a labor of love. I enjoy doing it. It's a personal satisfaction to the limit, you know. So this is a great hobby, you know, especially if you don't do it for money. You do it just for the sake of doing it, to make something new again. Really enjoying it. I advise people to do it if they so inclined.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, the media blasting area has been abandoned. Our work is done over there, and the frame is now back in the garage. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I'll put some lights on, and it was quite an endeavor, I'll have you know. Quite an endeavor. But you know what? I think I'm going to have to level with you guys. I went over there and started media blasting it. Underneath that hood, it got so hot and sweaty, the machine would clog up. I had to take it out. There was mice that got in it. Or the media was clogging up. Or this, or that. All kind of problems. I tried for 2 days. I got a little bit done, and then I said, the heck with it. I put the machine away, and I put it on the pickup truck, and I took it down to a professional to have it done. Please, you know, fellas, it's a lot easier to let them do it. I'm telling you. Should have done that in the beginning. But now it's back, and I'm going to make it look nice and everything. And before I put anything back on this frame, it's going to be reconditioned from the bottom up. That's it for this segment.
Again, take 2. Chico's 1938 Packard. Here he comes back from media blasting, where he had the frame all taken care of. He's got it in the back of his pickup truck, believe it or not. There good. Do you want to say anything?
Yes.
Nice and loud.
It's a lot easier than doing it yourself. Believe me, a lot easier.
Okay. He's got it on the engine jack. And off he goes. And here it is, all sandblasted. What a difference. Very nicely done. See our red flag. Daughter loaned us a red t-shirt. And that's it.
Welcome to another edition of Chico's 1938 Packard. Just got these from the Media Blaster, well, yesterday. And right now I got everything hanging up, getting ready to put some primer on these things before they rust up again. And it doesn't take long, because if you look real close at this rear end, it was yesterday I just got this back. And look what's starting already. It comes right out on you. So you got to stay right on top of this. So what we got going on here are leaf springs. And all the front end parts. Sitting down there is the frame, and it's been painted. And before any of these parts gets put back on that frame, they're all going to be checked and looking pretty good. Take it easy, fellas. Matter of fact, I can make some wind chimes out of these. Yeah. How you doing? It's Labor Day. Said, since it's Labor Day, I've been out here working on the Packard again. So welcome to another edition of Chico's 1938 Packard. Well, I've got the frame all painted. Engine's been rebuilt. Clutch and transmission is on. New shocks. Well, they've been rebuilt front and back. New springs in the back. And the rear end has been all shimmed up. The end plate's good on the axles. And we're getting ready now to put the brakes on. And then the wheels. So I can sturdy this thing up a little bit, because we're going to put these front end parts on next. It's over here on this table. So here's where I've been working. And all the front end parts have been new bushings and everything, just ready to be assembled. And I'm hoping the weight of the engine will be enough to counteract the weight of the springs that's going to be in the front. But as you see, these are pretty good, hefty springs. I'll let you know how I make out. So the next time we're going to do this car should be on all fours, all four tires. And we're nearing the end of the completion of the frame engine part of this rebuild. And next we're going to start on the body, which is going to be where most of the work is going to be. Okay, guys, have a good one. See you later. How you doing? Welcome to another edition of Chico's 1938 Packard. Well, we did a lot of work since the last time you've seen the Packard. Since then, the frame has been taken, and we've sandblasted the frame, or media blasted it. It's been painted. Shocks rebuilt. New springs in the back. New seals in the rear axle. The engine rebuilt, and the valves were hardened. Engine's painted and under wraps. The front end, new kingpins are going to be put in today, and thrust seals and washers. And we're going to start putting the front end back in. But of course, we've got the big problem of the spring. So we went out and rigged the Packard frame retention tool that will...
Veronica's in it.
What?